Alex.
I'm Salman.
I'm Kira.
I'm Rifa.
And I'm Ahmed.
Okay, who here has ever heard of Toyota? Yeah, pretty much everyone. But you probably don't know that Toyota just recently moved to the Dallas Metroplex. Their North America headquarters is actually based here in Plano, and we are the team that they brought on in part of that move because they want to reach out to the community. They want to be more community involved. So they brought us on. So that's who we are. And Toyota wants to get involved because they want to show everyone that this move to the Dallas area was not just something that they decided to do and they're going to leave and go to another city again. We want to show that we're involved in the community. We're very active. So they tasked our team with coming up with an idea to reach out and be a part of the community more and be a part of the community in a way that our employees could be involved and be involved in the community because we're bringing employees from our old city. We have new employees that are moving here just for jobs and everything. We want everyone to be able to unite around and outreach within Dallas. So we thought about what there was and what we could do and get involved with, and we decided to focus on schools. And with that, we started looking into it and decided to go for one of the epidemics that's plaguing children right now, which is childhood obesity. So we want to partner with schools and the American Heart Association to combat childhood obesity with a series of programs like after-school programs, health classes, and maybe even summer camps going down the road. So that was what we decided to do. So now I'm going to pass off to Rifa, who's going to talk a little bit more about the problem.
Thank you, Alex. As Alex mentioned, obesity is going at epidemic proportions in children. Now we all know what obesity is. It's having excessive body fat, which results in a risk of a health issue or any kind of issues with you. Texas has the 7th highest obesity rates for youths aging from 10 years to 17 years of age. So what Toyota is trying to do is help educate these young kids to be more healthy through different programs that we have to offer that will be discussed later on during the presentation. Some of the risk factors associated with obesity include certain types of cancer, kidney problems, high blood pressure, and also heart disease. According to the American Heart Association, children from lower income homes are more likely to be obese. These kids don't have enough resources to be educated about the risk of obesity and their eating choices, as well as the funding. They have insufficient funds to be involved in after-school activities due to financial reasons. So Toyota is deciding to launch a program called Toyota Cares About Kids around the DFW area, in which we're gonna help students or anyone who's struggling with obesity to help reduce that rate. Now I'm gonna pass it on to Kiera, who's gonna talk about the 3 different programs.
Thank you, Rifa. Now, as Rifa mentioned, we have 3 plans to address childhood obesity. First, health classes. The AHA will hold weekly health classes across the DISD. These classes are designed to educate students about food groups, nutrition, and portion sizes. Rather than just telling students to eat their fruits and vegetables because they're healthy, we go into greater detail about why these foods are good for them. We will discuss the vitamins and minerals in these foods and how that can benefit their health. Students will be encouraged to make small changes to their diet through substitution, and they'll also be shown how they can still enjoy their favorite foods in moderation. Second, after-school programs. Toyota and the AHA will supervise after-school programs. Instead of allowing children to go home and watch TV or play video games, we want to encourage them to become more physically active in their free time. Naturally, kids are very energetic. They want to play and move around, but they can't always do this because of social and environmental constraints. One of the first things we tell children when they start getting a little restless is to sit down and be still, which is fine in the right context, but our program will allow them to release this energy through games, sports, and other activities. Lastly, summer camps. Summer camps will be offered, which combines aspects from both the health classes and after-school programs. Students will attend a daily health class in which they continue to learn about nutrition and physical education. Greater emphasis will be placed on technology-free entertainment such as roller skating, swimming, and bike riding. Overall, our goal is to show children how much fun it can be to live a healthy lifestyle. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to Ahmed.
Thanks, Kira. Alright guys, so I'm going to be breaking down our budget and staffing right quick, but before we get into the numbers, I'm just going to knock out staff. As y'all know, we're going to be partnering up with the American Heart Association, and they're going to be providing us with fitness experts, nutritionists, and medical staff. This is all for the health classes and the after-school programs and summer camp that Kieran talked about. Moving forward, we also have a partnership with Dallas Independent School District that Alex talked about earlier. And basically, there's going to be an open call for any professional staff, any PE instructors, teachers, sports coaches that want to assist the AHA staff with any of the programs that we talked about. Now, I realize Toyota is a motor vehicle company, which is why we're going to be covering all the transportation for the entirety of the project, free of charge, of course. And then finally, parents and children are going to be most crucial towards the project because the entire project includes community outreach programs, such as educational events, events that raise awareness about childhood obesity, and just physical activity events to get the kids out to be more physical. Now, as you see, for our budget, I have our 4 most basic categories listed out. Now I'm going to break them down a little bit further for you. Our health classes are going to include stuff like teacher supplies, school supplies, and books. It's going to come out to a total of $9,000. Next up, we have our after-school programs, which is going to have extracurricular supply, and any transportation, which of course will be covered by Toyota. It's going to come out to a total of $12,000. Next up, we have our summer camp, and it's going to have housing, accommodation, housing equipment, any food and snacks for the children, any outdoor supplies, any camping equipment, and transportation again, of course, which is covered by Toyota. It's going to come out to a total of $96,000. And finally, we have the salaries for all our professional staff, which is the fitness experts, the medical staff, the camp counselors, which will be provided by American Heart Association, and also our transportation staff, which Toyota will be providing. It's going to come out to a total of $150,000, and our total budget is $384,000. Now I'm going to give it back to Salman. He's going to wrap this whole thing up for you.
All right. Thank you, Ahmed. So in conclusion, once again, we are Toyota. We just moved into the DFW area, and we wanted to come up with a way to benefit, to give back to the community as soon as we could. So through extensive research, we found that obesity rates in Texas and in the DFW area are among the highest in the entire country. So what we wanted to do with the association between us and the American Heart Association, we wanted to target childhood obesity due to the long-term effects that it can have. With our collaboration, we will be holding weekly class meetings with kids in public schools around the Dallas ISD area, where we will be, again, having classes where we will teach kids the importance of eating healthy foods, of course. We'll provide them with healthy snack options. And more importantly, we're going to be telling them which portions and which classes of foods they need to be eating on a daily basis. On top of this, we're also going to be holding extracurricular activities such as outdoor stuff, the importance of physical activity and exercise. This could be sports, any kind of games, as long as, you know, kids can be going home after school and playing video games for 4 hours straight. That's not what we want. We want to instill in them the importance of outdoor exercise and activity. An hour of play a day is what we want to instill in these kids, and that's what we're hoping they'll take out of this. Thank you very much, and we would be happy to answer any questions.